All right, I just want to start off by saying good evening.
Good evening.
I'm going to give it one more shot. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Mr. Harris.
All right. Welcome to Creative Collab Night, hosted by me. I'm Al, but I come from the Creative Alliance, and we're right here at Good Beans Cafe. So please go get yourself a coffee drink, caffeinated drink, or whatever you prefer. Give some love to Ken. There are some t-shirts in the back, Creative Alliance, merchandise and whatnot. So $10.
Only $10?
Yeah, it's only $10. The format is pretty loose here. Just be respectful to others, that's all we ask. We can do song. We usually give about 15-minute time frame. You can do a song, a poem, a play, a reading, whatever, even a dance, drama. What?
Juggling.
Yeah, any sort of circus, pantomiming that you want to do. All right. Sign-up sheets right there. If you have any questions, my name's Al, and I hope you enjoy your evening. All right. Usually I try to rack my brain and try to come up with some new cover songs and stuff, but instead I'm just gonna play some of my own. Have to salvage the shore. If we found everyone who died in war, we wouldn't have to forage for life anymore. Salvage the shore. do forage for life anymore. Thank you. Alright, that was off an album called Foraging for Life that my band Arlozan put out back in 2010, October. Yeah. Alright, this is also from that album. It's called Sweetest Child. Sunlight hangs for height. Bring your birds of flight and of the sea. I'll bring mine. Meet me in the noontime where the sunlight hangs for height. Bring your sweetest child and of the tree. I'll bring mine. Types of ground combine. Bring your birds of flight and of the sea. I'll bring mine. Meet me in the morning where the two types of ground combine. Bring your sweetest child and of the tree. I'll bring mine. Combine. Bring your source of light and of the night. I'll bring mine. Meet me in the twilight where the two types of sky combine. Bring your source of light and of the night. I'll bring mine. What's that?
I said I was fighting the urge to shout the words out to you.
Alright, I got one more. Same album, same title. Share night we're apart. On these races, to which not we're apart. Thank you all.
So, back around 1983, my father bought a rather high-end cassette deck, and in my apartment, when I'm basically skipping classes, I'm trying out making all kinds of these really bad recordings of songs that I've written. Somewhere around 88, I collected about an hour's worth of them and put them together on cassette tape and handed them out to friends. And that's 25 years ago, so I'm going to revisit some of those songs tonight. I'm hearing voices from a magic land, take a lifetime for me to decode. Meanwhile I'm stranded at a fork in the road, chasing choices that I've never planned, hearing voices from a magic land. I want to take you on a foggy night to a vacant grade school playground and dance to the traffic's distant sound, just to wake you by the morning light, take you on a foggy night. I know how much you want to enter the elusive circles of the sun, to be approved by everyone. I've seen them touch you, I've seen you splinter, I've seen how much you want to enter. Looking back, I see you had it all planned. There you were, chanting formula and statistics, casting spells across a magic land. That night you stumbled and humbled all the mystics. You're always counting on a magic land to fill the deserts with the ocean floor. You say from love you expect nothing more than making mountains from a grain of sand, and you're counting on a magic land. I want to bring you to a sacred beach where no human has ever spoke, where worn out tire hangs from an oak just to swing you to a never again out of reach. I want to bring you to a sacred beach. I think of thunder on a midnight walk, and it's enough to split my mind in two. How can they hold back someone like you? It makes me wonder of the times we talk against the thunder on a midnight walk. Looking back, I see you had it all planned. There you were, chanting formula and statistics, casting spells across a magic land. That night you stumbled and humbled all the mystics. to overfill. Wanna be there when the rivers spill, when hounds are hissing, songs of the absurd. I wanna listen to your every word. I'm hearing stories about your childhood, how you grew up with so much guilt. But like the rose you chose to bloom, not wilt, among the glories of the wildwood. I'm hearing stories about your childhood. I'm hearing voices from a magic land. It'd take a lifetime for me to decode. Meanwhile, I'm stranded at a fork in the road, chasing choices that I've never planned. Hearing voices from a magic land. Hearing voices from a magic land. I'm hearing voices from a magic land. I wrote that one back in '85, and I just made contact with someone that I basically wrote these songs about, or much of these songs. So I'm hoping that she has the opportunity to see these performances. I wrote this in '87. So one of the very first times I've ever played this one out. You were beautiful to me, though other guys had passed you by as plain. I remember daydreaming, you and I dancing slowly in the rain. These things were left unsaid. Quite often, nothing was said at all. But I still look back and I'm haunted by these visions I recall. And I miss you, I miss the comfort, I miss having someone clever. And I believe you were lost to me, lost to me forever. You were much the loner, though you handled each struggle with such calm. If only someone would have stood beside you, you could have had the world sitting in your palm. But I always came up short. Every time I added all my debts. Conspiracy of circumstance and a bank vault full of regrets. And I miss you, I miss the comfort, I miss having someone clever. And I believe you were lost to me, lost to me forever. You never wore high heels, always kept your feet on the ground. Sometimes you get angry, but you never ever shot me down. looked up to you, though you were always someplace I could never attain. And you were beautiful to me. Even now, as you dance all alone slowly in the rain. And I miss you, I miss the comfort, I miss having someone clever. And I believe you were lost to me. Lost to me forever.
Thanks. Nice.
Okay. I guess I'm only good for 2 songs with my glasses off. Well, I don't think I'm going to get through this one, but we'll give it a try. I've done this one before too. Let's see. Shot down in a frozen depth, overlooking paradise. Never felt so out of step with the dreams that seed my eyes. Yes, I too need a safety net. I hoped you'd be the one. Now follow me to that very tent where the straight brave dancers run. And I'm talking of walking past the stream to the meadow. Rise above the heat, it's time we cheat the ghetto. We can escape in the shape of a restless shadow. Now children run in the sun through the field, like a kite in free flight that just won't yield. We have our youth and our truth for a shield to protect us from the storm. Clouds are building, I don't like their form. Fierce, unyielding, the wind is brilliant. Want to shelter you beneath this pavilion. Don't ask of my motives, they sure ain't false. I keep the same true rhythm that echoes the pulse of the engine that's revving and the rain that falls. I can show you heaven, girl, where there ain't no walls. As the wind castles call, hear me out. As my breath grows softer, hear me out. Whispers form these words I offer, hear me out. Like the wind that rocks this ragged castle, the dance of straight eyes mirrored tassel. The trees play on an endless wrestle through storm and drought, hear me out. Hear me out. I wanna be the one to make the difference between the tears, between the smiles. I wanna be the one to bridge that distance that separate these lonely miles. I wanna give and take, I wanna take and give. I wanna utilize these, my sheltered one. I only live in search of this universal balance. Down in a frozen depth, overlooking paradise. I never felt so out of step with the dreams that seek my eyes. And I too need a safety vent, and I'd hope you'd be the one. Now follow me to that very tent where the straight brave dancers run. Thank you.
Yeah.
Getting off to a good start with some good music tonight. Good evening. Let's see. Guess we're in the last throes of summer, huh? Felt pretty good today.
Yeah, nice.
I was looking at the canvas, and you know what I thought of? My granddaughter, Ashley, who sometimes comes down here with me. She went to see her favorite band is called Blood on the Dance Floor. Anybody ever heard of them? No. Me neither. And the name itself is scary. I went with her to a concert last year in Ann Arbor, and I was, clearly the oldest person in there. And they did a couple of melodic songs, a little bit like Beatles, but most of their stuff was F you, and just, it was a little bit much for me, but I tried to stay open-minded. But when I saw what looked like blood on the canvas, I thought of her favorite band.
That was actually
the
started.
title of the piece, Blood on the Dance Floor.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
No, but we could title it.
It could, yeah, be apropos, huh?
That was actually started by Andrea Hayes.
Okay. Well, I got kind of a mixed bag of stuff. Sometimes I put a lot of thought into what I want to play when I come out. Little guy's coming up, man. Want to come sing? Tonight I just grabbed a couple songs, 2 or 3 songs that I hope that you might like. Well, it's been such a long, long time. Seems like I'd get you off my mind. But I can't, just the thought of you turns my world a misty blue. And just the mention of your name turns a flicker to a flame. I think of things we used to do, and my world turns misty blue. I should forget you. Heaven knows I've tried. But when I say I'm glad we're through, my heart knows I've lied. And just the mention of your name turns a flicker to a flame. I think of things we used to do, and my world turns misty blue. Oh, it's been such a long, long time. Seems like I'd get you off my mind. But I can't, just the thought of you turns my world a misty blue. Just the thought of you turns my world a misty blue.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. A little country song. Got a song here by John Sebastian, who was the one of the members of the Loving Spoonful. I'm sure many of you probably never heard of them, but possibly Al has. Al picks up on the older
Cotter
stuff.
song guy.
He does the car song?
He doesn't know the Welcome Back Cotter.
You're right. Yeah, that was the theme song to that. Yeah, you're correct. He had a song here, and this was that kind of day that this song came into my head, and I'd done it years ago, and I had to look at the words to keep up with it. It's called Daydream. What a day for a daydream. What a day for a daydreaming boy. I'm lost in a daydream, dreaming about my bundle of joy. I know the time ain't really on my side. It's one of those days to take a walk outside. I'm blowing the day to take a walk in the sun and roll around on somebody's new mowed lawn. What a day for a daydream. What a day for a daydreaming boy. I'm lost in a daydream, dreaming about my bundle of joy. I know the time might be passing me by. I couldn't care less, and baby, that's no lie. Tomorrow morning I might shift my gears, or I might daydream for 1,000 more years. What a day for a daydream, custom made for a daydreaming boy. I'm lost in a daydream, dreaming about my bundle of joy. You can be sure that if you're feeling alright, a daydream will last into the night. Tomorrow morning you might shift your gears, or you might daydream for 1,000 more years. Sure that if you're feeling alright, a daydream will last into the night. Tomorrow morning you might shift your gears, or you might daydream for 1,000 more years. What a day for a daydream. It's custom made for a daydreaming boy. I'm lost in a daydream, dreaming about a bundle of joy. Thank you. It's a good day for that. Got one more here. This song here, I got to thinking about Tiger Woods. I'm not a big golf fan. I don't play golf, but of course I keep up with who's doing what. And I mean, Tiger's undeniably will go down in history as one of the very greatest. And I got to thinking about the scandal, of course, that he was involved in some years ago, and all the heat that he took for that. It hurt his game for a while. He's coming back, I guess. But in the middle of that scandal, he was trying to do everything, of course, to appease his wife, and there was a lot of things at stake there. Money not being the least of it. And personally, I mean, I don't know how much love there was there or whatever, but anyway, somebody supposedly suggested to Tiger, you got to dig out one of them old country songs and try to woo her with this. That's just my work, you know. And Tiger was a little reluctant, but he thought about it, and this was tongue-in-cheek stuff. Anyway, the song they came up with was an old country song that was done many years ago by Ernest Tubb, and the song is called Take Me Back and Try Me One More Time. And when this was going on, you know, the National Enquirer was all over this and the other outlets, man. They wrote "Oh Tiger" hard, so. This is the song that it was suggested that he might have yes, I know I've been untrue, and I've hurt you through and through. Please have mercy on this heart of mine. Won't you take me back and try me just one more time? In my dreams I see your face. I dream there's someone in my place. But does he know that you were once mine? Won't you take me back and try me one more time? If you'll come back to me now, I'll make it up to you somehow. cost a lot of cash. And National Enquirer, well, you can kiss my... We love you, Tiger.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you much. Appreciate your attention. Okay, to unplug.
We're gonna switch gears from music and move on to poetry. So we're gonna bring Alex Markoff up here. Please give it up for Alex.
All right, I have 3 poems for you. 2 of them are sort of old, one of them is new.
Don't step on the baby.
The temperature drops below 0 in the city of Flint, Michigan. In the house next to the house that's boarded up, a kitchen window cumbersomely refuses to slam shut. A wobbly slant will not wedge or stamp away the cold. A lifespan, a worn hand, a wish, and a wakefulness. I will whisper heat into your ears until your eardrums thaw and ripen once more. Among a sprinkling of unfrozen things, drips and smudges of alcohol and burnt toast lead off the countertop across the floor before the lukewarm heating duct. Again, he extends his arm with the swollen joint of his sore elbow as it rolls in its socket, like a wary roll of the eyes after one of his mother's repeated warnings. A routine physical extension from home to school, from school to home, included the completion of homework and chores. The make of commands and their sounds that began to separate from the more familiar whole. The boom of the letter B of the word boy, the gospel and grandma and the open sky. A new pair of rubber boots and a fresh pair of socks, and the celery he promised to eat but always threw away. The smooth flame of a whispered voice closes his eyes. The nag and the quench of the heater's heat, a heartbeat. Like that, she would say, like that.
Yes.
Untold stories of the beginning. The first man was coal black, first woman ivory white. The first son was sky blue, first daughter forest green. In order to avoid incest, they built an android made of earth, sea, coal, ivory. In a frenzy of unfamiliar emotion, the orangutan isolated himself from the rest of the pack, opened a handful of fingers in front of his face, counted me, you, 2, 1, 2, 3. When lightning first struck over the open sea, thunder followed. The first son cried wind, the first daughter plucked leaves, cried autumn. The first man refused to carry the first son in his arms, claiming he might accidentally crush him. That was when the orangutan gravitated further away from the pack. On the brink of being forgotten, his back cracked upright from the pressure. The old wise man tells a group of pupils that he crushed an ant with his pointer finger and survived. Around the campfire they gathered to witness God's reaction to his throne being stolen, the only red wolf moon of the year. Earthly accumulations. Past the threshold between the outside world and the donations dock, another addition to the accumulated piles of useless earthware. A potty comes unwrapped in the shape of a UFO, pauses in midair between the hard lines and the sail toys without any bottom to bottom out. The television would be just like any other one, but some spoiled daughter demanded it to be purple with a plastic salvage android princess crown attached to its heading. Another toy castle enters without its little pieces, without its little princesses. A 3-foot-tall empty shell. Childish fingerprints smudge the cylinders of every empty balcony. It's a windy summer day in the off-center city of Flint, Michigan, and my shift ends in 3 long minutes. Just across the divide is something that happens once in a while when the daylight softens and lifts away from the usual time kept along anything the daylight touches. In my car on my way home, something will tell me to look around, maybe the adult that finds himself ahead of his own accumulated innocence. In this current age of wonder, my big hands open small as the wind sorts through the long brown hair of the heavy-set woman on the back of her man's motorcycle. How can I tell you, dear wind, that because of you, nothing can be fabricated? That because of you, any old light contains at least a little bit of sunlight?
Short guy, Mike.
Sweet and baby, I call you sugar. You're the sweetest flavor of my mind. Sweet and baby, I call you sugar. So confectionary, candy divine. For one night at a flow show, you cast your spell on me. Then it's spag night salad, sweet dance, sweet melodies. Now I see before me pure sensuality. Romance in your ways unannounced to thee. Your smile lifts me to heights I cannot measure. Hold your cup, I pour for you this blissful pleasure. Drink this for me and I'll drink for you. Intoxicate me with your sweet loving mood. Sweet and baby, I call you sugar. You're the sweetest flavor on my mind. Sweet and baby, I call you sugar. So confectionary, candy divine. Some kind of earthen magic has put me in a trance. The music in your laughter, the seduction in your dance. And if there is a cure for this potion you fed me, I don't wanna draw my favorite recipe. Whose smile lifts me to heights I cannot measure. Hold your cup, I pour for you this blissful pleasure. Drink this for me and I'll drink for you. Intoxicate me with your sweet loving mood. I guess I'll do a fun little cover for you guys. Now I'm the king of the swingers who the jungle VIP. I reached the top and then I had to stop. That's what's bothering me. Wanna be my little man cub and stroll right into town. Do just like the other men do. I'm tired of walking around. Oh, we do. Wanna be like you. Wanna walk like you. Talk like you do too. You see it's true. Someone like me can want to be human. spread fire to make my dream come true. Bop to boot the bottom, baby. Bop to bop to bop to bottom. Bop to bop to bop to bottom. Oh, ooby doo. Wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you do too. You see it's true. Someone like me can learn to be human.
I'm making a copy of that one.
I'm gonna play just one more song. It's original. It's not as happy as that, but it's a catharsis. I gotta get it out.
Okay. I know what it's gonna be.
If and when you take offense, when all I asked was evidence, then I suspect my money's spent on bigotry and burning flesh, and I'll no longer stand aside, cause nature's laws they must abide. And if you think you're fooling me, it's you who've been deceived. It's time to break tradition and do what's best for everyone. Sold in by superstition and tell you where to point your guns. And someone between law and religion speaks for those without a voice. Hijacked by politicians and the illusion of a choice. And set the truth free, let it shine, cause it can only unify and wash away the age-old lie that we're just devils in disguise and fairy tales they don't apply. And if you think you're saving me, it's you who need to be. It's time to break tradition and do what's best for everyone. Stolen by superstition, I tell you where to point your guns. And someone between law and religion speaks for those without a voice. Hijacked by politicians and the illusion of a choice. Population has been played for what could be a healing gift. You sold your soul and made it rich, and money doesn't feed the soul and never quenches vertigo. And I am not a judging man, but your sickness has to go. It's time to break tradition and do what's best for everyone. Stolen by superstition, they'll tell you where to point your guns. And someone between law and religion speaks for those without a voice. Hijacked by politicians and the illusion of a choice.
New one?
Creative Alliance t-shirts is only $10. Whoa. The Greater Flint Creative Alliance is not responsible for the contents of this commercial. The farseer, though not foreseen, the shirt sniper, was not harmed in the making. And don't worry, we would never give Polly a real gun.
Just buy a freaking shirt!
From the bottom of my fucking heart.
Fall is here, hear the yell. Back to school, ring the bell. Brand new shoes, walking blues. Climb the fence, books and pens. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
It's Napoleon Dynamite.
Walk with me, Susie Lee, through the park and by the tree. We will rest upon the ground. Look at all the bugs we found. Safely walk to school without a sound. Safely walk to school without a sound. Here we are, no one else. We walk to school all by ourselves. There is dirt on our uniforms from chasing all the ants and worms. We clean up and now it's time to learn. We clean up and now it's time to learn. Numbers, letters, learn to spell. Nouns and books and show and tell. At playtime we will throw the ball. Back to class now through the hall. Teacher marks our heart against the wall. The teacher marks our heart against the wall. We don't notice any time pass. We don't notice anything. The teacher thinks that side by side in every class. The teacher thinks that I sound funny, but she likes the way you sing. Tonight I'll dream while in my bed. Silly thoughts all through my head of the bugs and alphabet. But when I wake tomorrow I'll bet you and I will walk together again. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
Yeah.
See, that last verse threw me for a loop too, because I couldn't very likely stop playing the guitar and scroll up. So, but I kind of pulled it off there.
Yeah, you did great. You did very good. That's great.
So yeah, a lot of artists I know draw their inspiration from dark places and pain, and I used to do that too when I was younger. I had a lot of angst and pain, but my life nowadays is I love it. It's really good. I have a beautiful, supportive, open-minded, intelligent wife and a gorgeous son. So for me, it's I don't know. It's not all honky-dory. It's not all like puppy dog tails and rainbows. I struggle sometimes, but for the most part, I like to sing about love, because that's what I feel. I feel a lot of love in my life. So that's what I'm gonna do for you. This is a Jack medley, I guess. No combination of words I can put on the back of a postcard. No songs that I can sing, but I can try for your heart. In our dreams, they are made out of real things, like shoebox, a photograph, and sepia tone loving. Love is the answer, at least for most of the questions in my heart, like why are we here and where do we go and how come it's so hard? It's not always easy and sometimes life can be deceiving. I'll tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. We look at them stars when we're together. Yes, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. come when the morning light sings and brings me things. And tomorrow night you'll see that I'll be gone too. Too many things I've got to do. If all of these dreams might find their way into my day-to-day scene, I'd be under the impression that I was somewhere in between, with only two, just me and you. Not so many things we've got to do, or places we've got to be. We'll sit beneath the maple tree now. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Somewhere in between together. Yes, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. I believe in memories, they look so pretty when I sleep. Hey now and when I wake up, you look so pretty. You're sleeping next to me, and there is not enough time, and there are no songs I can sing, and there are no combination of words I can say, but I can tell you one thing: we're better together. Don't clap on this next one because I don't know how to play it. This is the first time I played this one live, too. So this is a Jack medley. If you haven't noticed, Jack White, Jack Johnson. This is another Jack Johnson too. I appreciate the clapping. It's nice, but really, I'm just gonna I'm gonna throw you guys off rhythm here on this next one. So.
Are you saying that I'm gonna throw you off rhythm?
What's that? No, you guys are great. That actually helps me keep rhythm.
Really? Okay.
Maybe this would help me keep rhythm. I don't know. I've never performed this song live, and it's a new song for me. So I don't know if I even do it right. So I'm gonna give it my best shot. Like I said, you guys are my guinea pigs for Scott and Shelby.
As long as I'm not a lemming.
As long as you're what?
I'm not a lemming.
Okay. Okay.
Man, I sure do. It was sometime in early September. You were so lazy about it, you made me wait around. I was so crazy about you, I didn't mind. So we were late for class, I locked my back to yours. It wasn't hard to find, you painted flowers on. I guess that I was afraid that if you rode away, you might not roll back my direction real soon. Well, I was crazy about you then, and now the craziest thing of all, almost 10 years have gone by. You're still mine, we're locked in time. Let's rewind. Do you remember when we first moved in together? The piano took up the living room. You played me boogie woogie, I played you love songs. You'd say we're playing house, and now you still say we are. We built our hollow way up in the tree we found. It was so far away, but was still in town. Now I remember watching that old tree burn down. You took a picture there I don't like to look at. Well, all these times they come and go, and alone don't seem so long. Almost 10 years have gone by. We're locked in time, we can't rewind, but you're still mine. so. Got arthritis in my thumbs. They're supposed to go that way and they go this way. But I find this therapeutic most of the time. Playing the guitar, I guess. On Facebook, check out my band, Staking for Satellites. If you haven't heard about us, we got a show coming up October 25th at Churchill's. Shameless plug, shameless plug.
Where's that again?
Thanks, Alan.
Where's that at?
Churchill's, August 25th.
Churchill's,
With the
August-
October Babies.
October 25th.
With the October Babies.
Magic Satellites. Mistake for Satellites.
Magic Mistakens.
Go check them out. Magic for October Babies. Yeah, that sounds good, Corey, because Saturday I think I'm going to be jamming alongside of you. Whatever we're going to do.
T-shirts for sale. This one's Julie's. This is my example. They are also in blue. They're only $10 at the Collab Nite. So I'm gonna explain what this is. This Kearsley Park University thing. So, see the shirt? There's nothing on the back there. But here you go, Julie.
Thank you.
So yeah, soldering. I'm trying to figure out where to start here. So does anybody know this? The Wagoners is my novel that I've been working on for years. I've told a lot of people about it, but so yeah, he knows. so as I was finishing up the Wagoners, with the rough draft, I started working on the follow-up novel, and so in the Wagoners, the partial setting, instead of using Flint, I just made it Kearsley Park University, and so the second book, I was brainstorming all these ideas and stuff, and then time went on, and then some of these things started happening in the community and stuff, so it would just flipped my mind out. so it just kind of stuck with me, and anyway, now there's this Facebook group, the Kearsley Park University Kinkahoos, so if you want to find out the stuff that's on there, well, it's Kinkahoos. I'll read the story and that'll explain the Kinkahoo thing. But anyway, so I'll start there. So I picked the mascot was Kinkahoos. Now I found this book on a sale,
I thought it was interesting. It's about Cleveland Amory. I don't know if anybody's heard of him. He's like this animal rights activist in Ohio. Started this big commune for animals that were like used in government experiments and stuff, but they were gonna put them down, so he like rescued them all and put them on this ranch. So
And did experiments on them?
so anyways, they had these kinkahoos on the ranch, and I'll read a little bit here.
Is this true story?
Yeah, this is a true story about Cleveland Amory. There are many other animal rescues at Black Beauty. Indeed, there is a goodly number most people would not know by sight, let alone by what it was. I don't even know how to pronounce this, Aoudad, some kind of animal, or perhaps the most interesting of these. They are sheep, but they look more like high-performance goats. They can jump high as 10 feet, and they are proud and extremely territorial. Equally interesting and cause for much curiosity are kinkajous, or who people like to refer as kinkahoos, spelled with a WHO, because they cannot figure out whether they are monkeys or what they are. Actually, although they climb like monkeys, they are not monkeys. They are a member of the wolverine family. Although they are vegetarians, so they're not ferocious like wolverines. They're also related to the raccoon family, and are also called, if you're not totally confused by now, honey bears. So kinkahoos are also known as honey bears. So whatever, that's a little bit. And I swear I read in here a part where it was like particularly his favorite animal on the ranch. So that's like why I picked it, and it was in the wolverine family. So let me break this down. So like in the novel, Kettering and Ma and U of M all joined forces in it, and locally what's going on is they're creating this university, like a cumulative effort. They all joined forces, and so this is all happening while the story's happening, which is basically about a band that's coming together. For a while they're out on the road, and then they come home and form a band, but they have to play in this college town. So really, it's just, being a writer is crazy. There's all these details and things you have to consider, things you want to put in, you got to leave stuff out. But anyhow, so that's basically what the Kearsley Park University is, and so I'm calling it a community social project, which kind of sounds official. So it's basically just a project to like help the local area become like a college town, which like a lot of people want to do. So that's that. Does anybody want to hear the fish story part, the relevance or not? Some people know this. Okay, I'm gonna tell this real quick. When I was 10 years old, I wrote this story on my computer, and then like somehow Trey Anastasio got a hold of it and fish happened. So that's my crazy story. And I'm also mentally ill, in case that helps you like brush that information aside. But if you're like me, then you realize there's like this hidden potential behind everything. So anyway, that's that. And t-shirts are $10, man. At the Collab Nite, I'm gonna do that to try to help bring people out and whatever. They're usually $15, and they come in blue or green or so. All right, man. Cool.
You would have mentioned that our shirts are only $10. Keep that there in the corner.
Collab. Creative Collab Nite.
Yeah, there's also some Creative Alliance shirts
Yes.
for $10 over yonder.
$10.
Yeah.
Only $10. What?
There's some Arlo's On shirts in there too, I think.
Some Arlo's On
Yeah.
shirts in there. $10.
Only $10. What?
It's this guy. He's a nautical explorer. Arlo's On. Is Lanie in the house? Boom! Right there. Please welcome Lanie to the stage.
Hi guys. Anybody that knows me knows that like I love talking to a stump, but I'm not used to a microphone, so kind of get used to that. Anyways, I've been threatening forever to like come find you and hunt you guys down, and I finally remembered it was Wednesday night, and so I went to Churchill's and I'm like, where are they? And they're like, at Good Beans, and I'm like, really? Okay, cool. Jack up on espresso. Good, that's good. So anyways, I'm actually really thrilled to be here, and I'm thrilled to introduce myself. Anyways, I'm Lanie. It's a long A, a good southern drawl, and a smile at the end, so I have to teach you how to say my name because people say it all a million different ways. So anyways, what can I tell you? A lot of you guys know my face, kind of around different outings that we go to, Art Walk, the Art Institute, whatever. We kind of all circulate in different circles, and I bump into you as we're sort of orbiting in this city that I happen to be absolutely in love with, and I see the positive and the good and everything. So I heard that I would find like-minded people here. So anyways, that's my gabbing a little bit. Talent, let's see. Well, I'm a theater major at Mott. I've been in theater forever and a day, so did a lot of political theater. I didn't care if somebody agreed or disagreed. I just wanted them to get mad or agree, but stop saying, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Just have a brain, take a stand, do something. So I'm a political major, theater. I'm a political science major, theater minor. I have aspirations of going to law school one day to be one of the good ones, not one of the bad ones. But I figure if I'm a lawyer when I'm 90, I don't know what kind of judge will argue with a 90-year-old woman. And I figure that what's more dramatic than the courtroom, right? So it's a pretty good little mix here. So that's a little bit of who I am. So I bring two talents actually with me. Y'all have your choice of storytelling or playing the spoons. And I have no spoons with me, so you're saved. And I kind of clog, because I used to be on a clogging team when I was young. I was from South Carolina. But we would go up to the mountains and be on this big clogging team, and we were absolutely horrible. We just went to see what kind of guys were up there. We didn't really care. We just wanted to see the guys. So anyways, a little clogging here. There you go. That's my talent. So I'm going to tell you a story, because my little friend that's going out the door was my inspiration. He's leaving.
I just wanted to interrupt your story.
Oh no, stay. This is actually for him. I was very inspired when I saw him, so let me move on to my next one. I am thrilled to see the young population out, because what do they say, when you raise them up right, then we have free thinkers and people who are like well balanced, and I think that that's just a joy. So anyways, I got to tell a story yesterday to a group of people, and seeing him tonight like kind of inspired me into another direction. I don't know, y'all might hate this, and you might throw rotten tomatoes at me if anybody brought any, but that's okay. I'm gonna do it anyways. I don't really care. But I got to tell this other story yesterday about how God or the universe, whatever your forte in it, my forte is God, but your forte can be anything you want. But we all get information dumped into our brains, and somehow we remember things from eons ago, and we have no idea why we know that. But there'll come this point in time when all of a sudden that information is very useful or very inspiring to someone, and you're like, oh my goodness, for this moment in time, this is why I know this. Well, when I was in third grade, apparently my brain was very active, and I remember a lot of stuff from third grade. Well, I learned this delightful little story that I'm going to tell for my little friend and all the 3-year-olds inside of you, so I hope you enjoy it. My story I told yesterday was how I learned to sing Jesus Loves Me in Spanish when I can't speak any language. I barely speak English, if you've noticed. I make up a lot of Lanieisms and stuff like that. And I retained it, but I got to go on a mission trip to Mexico, and there was this wonderful moment where I was like, oh my goodness, for this moment in time. Because I thought, what am I going to take to Mexico? Like, I have nothing to give. And there was just this amazing thing that unfolded. So I'll tell that to you one other day. But this is my story that I want to share with you tonight. And I guess that is mostly for my little friend, but y'all sit back and enjoy it. And please don't throw tomatoes at me. So anyways, it is entitled, The Little Old Lady Who Found a Sixpence. And to understand the story, just understand that a sty is a little ladder that goes over a fence in England and back down. So if you're going to climb over a fence, you can go up the sty and down the sty. So you don't need to know that word for this. So here we go. There once was a little old lady who found a sixpence as she walked along on a road. She was very excited. She went to the market and she bought a pig. And she said, "Come on, pig, let's go home." So as they walked down the road, they came to a sty. And the lady said, "Pig, pig, jump over sty so we can get home tonight." And the pig said, "I will not, I will not." So the little lady walked on down the road, and by and by she met a dog, and she said, "Dog, dog, bite pig, pig will not jump over sty, and I cannot get home tonight." The dog said, "I will not bite pig, I will not, I will not." So the little old lady walked on down the road, and by and by she met a stick, and she said, "Stick, stick, beat dog, dog will not bite pig, pig will not jump over sty, and I cannot get home tonight." And the stick said, "I will not beat dog, I will not, I will not." So the little old lady walked on down the road, and by she met a fire, and she said, fire, fire, burn stick, stick won't beat dog, dog won't bite pig, pig won't jump over sty, and I cannot get home tonight. The fire said, I will not burn stick, I will not, I will not. So the little old lady walked on down the road, and by she met a river, and she said, river, river, quench fire, fire will not burn stick, stick will not beat dog, dog will not bite pig, pig will not jump over sty, and I cannot get home tonight. And the water said, I will not quench fire, I will not, I will not. So the little old lady walked on down the road, and by she met a cow. She said, cow, cow, drink water, water will not quench fire, fire will not burn stick, stick will not beat dog, dog will not bite pig, pig will not jump over sty, and I cannot get home tonight. And the water said, I will not burn stick, I will not, I will not. And the cow said, I will not drink water, I will not, I will not. So the little old lady walked on down the road, and she met a butcher, and she said, butcher, butcher, kill cow, cow will not drink water, water will not burn stick, stick will not beat dog, dog will not bite pig, pig will not jump over sty, and I cannot get home tonight. And the butcher said, I will not kill cow, I will not, I will not. So the little old lady walked on down the road, and by she met a rope, and she said, rope, rope, hang butcher, butcher will not kill cow, cow will not drink water, water will not quench fire, fire will not burn stick, stick will not beat dog, dog will not bite pig, pig will not jump over sty, and I cannot get home tonight. And the rope said, I will not hang the butcher, I will not, I will not. So the little old lady walked on down the road, and by she met a rat, and she said, rat, rat, gnaw rope. Rope won't hang butcher, butcher won't kill cow, cow won't drink water, water won't burn stick, stick won't beat dog, dog won't bite pig, pig will not jump over sty, and I cannot get home tonight. The rat said, I will not, but gnaw rope, I will not, I will not. So the little old lady walked on down the road, and by she met a cat. And she said, cat, cat, kill rat. Rat will not gnaw rope. Rope will not hang butcher. Butcher will not kill cow. Cow will not drink water. Water will not quench fire. Fire will not burn stick. Stick will not beat dog. Dog will not bite pig. Pig will not jump over sty. And I cannot get home tonight. And the cat said, for a bowl of milk, I will. So the little old lady went and bought a milk. She gave the cat the bowl of milk, and the cat drank the milk. And then the cat began to kill the rat began to gnaw the rope began to hang the butcher began to kill the cow began to drink the water began to burn the stick began to beat the dog began to bite the pig jumped over the sty, and the little old lady got home that night. No rotten tomatoes, thank you. So one day I will introduce you to my friend, Bev Davies. She loves Elvis, you know. But that's a story for another day. So, thank you so much. Yeah, we're half of a band, by the way. Our band is Old St. Trina.
Is this, oh yeah, look at that.
What now?
I'm gonna do crossroads.
Okay, because then I don't have to play. I'm at a crossroads, baby. Need you to tell me where to go.
I think I got what you need. Just give and let go. Give and let go. I can get you anything you ask. This is gold, treasures and gold. And once you got what you've asked, in return I'll get your soul. Get your soul. Just you wait and see. Give and let go. Life is short and sweet. Give and let go. I can give you life.
Immortality is not all it's cracked up to be. You promised me this infinity, but I can see life is short. You won't get the best of me.
And I'm falling for you, but I am playing your Mama told me not to fall for a girl like you. Mama told me not to fall for a girl like you.
Demon man, I've got a wish for you. Won't you come down? Won't you come down? Demon man, I've got a riddle for you. I give you the answer. You give me one too. Demon man, I've got a wish for you. Won't you come down? Won't you come down?
Baby,
Don't you leave me like you did before.
I said, baby, don't you leave me like you did before. I don't know. Yeah, that's it.
Wicked. All right, keep it going, y'all, for Robb and Holly. Holly and Robb.
It's gonna rhyme though.
October 4th in Grand Rapids. Art prize.
Yeah, oh, you're playing it for art prize?
They are art prize.
They are art prize. Cool. You could talk about the art award thing.
Blunderbuss.
Blunderbuss?
That's not what that says.
Oh no, it says fucker plus.
Blunderbuck.
Is that the name of your new poem?
It's pronounced Dundercunts.
Oh my God. Is that the
I
title of
said
your new one?
cunts with a C for the record. How you guys doing?
Yes, good.
Glad you guys are doing awesome. How are you doing?
Yeah.
How's Ryan Bellows doing? Ryan Bellows doing great.
Where's he at?
Alright, so I'm not gonna waste too much of your time, but I am gonna use a lot of it, if that's alright. Say cool?
Cool.
Cool. The first thing I want to do is let everybody that doesn't know that they're currently wasting time. That you could be making art right now for this thing that we do in November called Voices. Anyone know what Voices is? Raise your hand. Have we announced Voices tonight?
No.
We did announce Voices?
No, you need to talk about that.
Don't look at me like we announced it then. So
Tell us
if you
about it.
don't know, who doesn't know what Voices is? Raise your
I
hands
don't
if you don't
know.
know.
Tell me.
I like that. That's easier. Yeah, thank you. You know what Voices is.
What is it?
It is a collaborative art event where you find yourself, either you're a literary artist or say you're a visual artist, and you collaborate with someone else to create new works of art that both either, let's say it's a painting and I write a poem based on that painting, and we do a show where we perform both the poetry and put the painting on the wall. Let's say I do a poem and he makes a painting, same thing. Let's say we do something collaboratively, entirely together.
Video.
Put that up, video art, whatever. You all are invited to participate in this show. It's free. It's going to be November 2nd, which is the first Saturday in November at the GFAC. The hanging's at 10 a.m. Yeah, noon is the event through 7 p.m. And I believe at 9 o'clock there is a poetry open mic at Churchill's. So it's that is the first Saturday in November. That's November 2nd or 4th or whatever that is. So come on out to that. I'm going to read one of my... Where is it? It's at the Greater Flint Arts Council on Saginaw Street, on the corner of Saginaw and Court Street. So I'm working with several artists. One artist I'm working with, his name is Michael Vance. And Michael and me have done a collaborative piece, just to give you guys an example, Mikey, of how that works.
Wow.
So we started out with an image he gave me. It's a picture of a dude who has lost his suit, and the phrase that he gave me to write this poem is, beyond your armor of falsity. So super kind of random. And this is what I created based on it, to give you an idea of how open this event really is. This is called a Daydream. Entering mindless data on Excel sheets at his desk, he slipped away into a daydream. The overhead bulbs and computer screen unraveled out of focus in a blurs of light like rays of a summer sun filling his view. He felt the warmth of remembered friends and family camping out and raging until ragged, happily disheveled in Ohio pastures. His party years had passed, but he could feel nostalgia's pull back to the bleary-eyed music festivals and sweaty joy of a thunderous crowd. Thousands of revelers, dancing, swaying, drinking, spaced out under the stars, loving life into the late hours of the night. The tie suddenly seemed taut around his neck. He wondered if he was killing himself trying to live like his parents. He wondered if his new path was purposeless, if he could ever be himself at work and show his tattooed flesh outside the camouflage of his suit. He wondered if his dress shirt sleeves, like an armor of falsity, were long enough to hide the inky chainmail draped across his skin. Beneath this clean-cut facade, he thought, is a young life dangerously well spent, like an archive of state secrets that must be kept silent. Whole pictures of a person aren't meant to fit on a resume. They're meant to fill a library like Alexandria, and then when time comes for change, adulthood begins with the past burnt away.
Yeah.
So that's a little example of how it works. You guys can take it whatever field you want to do, left, right, doesn't matter. Find yourself an artist, show up at the event. Hanging's at 10 a.m. Open mic starts at noon. It's all free. It's all for you and me and us, the creative community of Flint. And let's do some cool collaborations. This next poem, can I do one more? Yeah, I'll do another one. No? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
9 o'clock again. Now
This next poem is also new. I wrote it last month and I didn't read it because it was kind of fresh in my mind, but I'm going to read it this month, and it's called For a Young Artist. Megan, you were a paintbrush dripping with color in a crowd of blank canvases.
Your kind eyes saw the finished frescoes of your friends, still 10 steps behind, sketching out what they want their lives to look like. Megan, you were a canvas too. You were a picture of young talent in a cold world. Your smile, a frame richly adorned in gold. No one gets the luxury of stepping back and appreciating their own accomplishments after the fact, but your unfinished masterpiece of a life will forever hang in the museum of our hearts, silently on display, speaking for itself.
Who wrote that one?
I wrote that for Megan. And just to kill time, I'm gonna go with something on the top of my head, which isn't really as solemn.
Events on the first Saturday in October.
Well, I guess it is October, not November, isn't it?
It is.
So that Churchill's thing I was talking about is happening in October, the first Saturday in October. That's free from 9 until about 10:30, followed by DJ Michael A. and his Wayback Machine, which you haven't seen Michael A. getting groovy with it, he is awesome. That's at Churchill's, first Saturday in October. So first Saturday in October is the 9 p.m. Churchill's free open mic. Support your local poet. First Saturday in November is Voices, which y'all are invited to, which is noon to 7 at the Greater Flint Arts Council. And this next, and I have books for sale. If anyone's interested, I got in my car, $3 or all 5 for 10.
Art Award.
I'm not sure. Oh, yes, Art Award. I will let Jenny talk about that.
It's just for an art walk night is when we're going to vote. So if you want to put a piece in the contest, the winner gets half of whatever money's brought in, and it's $5 per entry. So for every piece you want to enter, it's $5. And the hanging is the day before Art Walk, which is Thursday, October 10th, I think, or
Yes,
11th.
the day before Art Walk.
Yeah, whatever Art Walk is.
You guys know what Art Walk
it's at
is, right?
Flint Local
So go to the
432.
Flint Local, which is the blue building
Upstairs.
on 1st Street off of Saginaw, between Saginaw and Church, upstairs, next to where all the kids are hanging out. And we will have a art contest where you guys are the judges. The winner gets half the
Everyone
pot.
can vote.
Everyone that comes in can vote. It's $5 if you want to get up in that contest. Contact Jenny.
I got a quick
Or just show up.
This is not a Creative Alliance meeting, Ryan Bellows. You cannot interrupt me anymore.
The first Saturday we're doing the Support Your Local Poet open mic at 9, and like I was talking about the t-shirts, we're having actually our first Kinkahoo lecture series with Scott Russell, a local poet.
Yeah.
Where else is for our shirts?
And that's at 2 o'clock, 2 to 4 at Kersey Park on the first Saturday of October.
First Saturday in October, 2 to 4, Kersey Park. Kinky what? Kinkahoo lecture series. I'm just gonna do this one piece called Horny Ski Mask
Oh
Demons.
yeah, come on.
If I remember. There's a sick hipster appeal to living in a town this real. There's little here for fun and home is hell for some who dip out craft big city life from the scraps of kings. The best of us, hired as escape artists at age 18. But there's no need to blame those evacuees, they did their time. And only God knows what it means when most fields in this city were first built up dreams burnt down rapidly to erase bad memories. The boom times are gone and so is prosperity. The only boom that makes money now involves liquor store robbery and business is great. Behind weed, greed, and exploitation is the backbone of our economy. Heavens forbid someone forgive the need to survive and no one provides hope or a living salary. Unions establish a false sense of security. But the ease of certain things, like summoning cash by smiling, smug, sawed-off bangs, reminds us the devil works in mysterious ways when coping with desperation or hunger pains, or of seeking alternatives to the martyrdom of minimum wage. Even with paradise underfoot, inner demons cause generational pain. Maybe instead of being the destitute descendants of opportunity's haze, perhaps horny ski-mask demons is a more fitting phrase. I mean, isn't that what the headlines read? Action news, spicing up the verbiage, planting seeds, and in TV times like these, everybody needs a sacrificial savior to disrupt the feed. Or a monk making a stand in gasoline, feeling ease and take the lead, but that's not me. Fiends seeking another funeral by fire truck should crack a beer and look as arson city casting on bad luck and low self-esteem. Slashed wrists spewing flames, delayed results of fools falling for a hangman's dream while leaders drive away at full ironies, trailed by folded factories. Stay here long enough, and there's a real chance of getting stuck, stoned to broke in a pothole rut. A loony wolf, tricked into twiddling thumbs while a trapper comes to gnawing off your own foot. For a second, imagine starting over. has the same kitty cherubs, still choosing to chisel wild horns from woodland halos, but this time let it be enlightening. I like the musical accompanied by Waylon in the other room.
Yeah.
This time, let it be enlightening. This time, as a trusty corporate angel, rob the system and earn yourself a bailout, because while everyone agrees that you should agree to everything, when referred to a pair of split-kiss pistol lips mouthing seriousness for some dumb gunmetal ventriloquist, the truth is obvious to the idiot that the security camera is paparazzi enough. No, you won't get away with it. It's funny. How many registers are already stripped down to their nickels and cents before the bad guys arrive to cash out the Coinstar contents? Corporate crooks still collecting decades worth of ruinous rents. Nothing left to steal in Flint except the fillings from our teeth. So thank God mine are made from PVC. Half the population live up to polluted expectations and never leaves this shallow sea. Raised from tadpoles and chlorine fountains, surviving with deformities. Waiting to steal kisses from a thank you out there. Waiting to steal kisses from a non-existent princess while croaking on modernity. It's got a really powerful ending, and it's like, rah, 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 rah. And I bet if Al was like doing it for me right now, he would totally nail it. He totally nailed it last time. But it's something to the effect of, end of the day, we sacrifice ourselves, even though there's nothing left but vast foundation slabs, like wailing walls where our temple used to be. True believers conditioned to die or live trying. Nothing to do but keep moving and laugh about this tragedy. Thanks.
Yeah.
Alright, I've been trying to do more readings than writing, so there's gonna be a little old, and I won't say how many new, because it's embarrassing. This is called The Damage Done. As I lay here on the floor, writhing in pain, and turning to adjust and relieve said pain just to cause another, as the sweat soaks through my clothes from flashes and waves of heat that alternate from a cold chill that sinks to my very bones, as my nose drips and drains, in such excess I'm baffled, and my eyes water so uncontrollably, I wonder if I am crying. As every nerve ending an inch of skin, each bone and joint and muscle burns with a relentless pain. As I find myself begging for my mommy, and on my knees praying to a God I don't believe in, driven to that point because of driven to such a point that I would trade my soul but for a mere moment of lapse and relief. I wonder, was it worth it? Should I have instead opted for the suit and tie, the soldier-like stance of prep schools filled with potential? Was it worth it? Well, maybe not, but what would I have to write about otherwise?
Always worth
Truth. Yes. Rhyming's not my forte, but sometimes I give it a try anyway. Hey, Rhyme, what do you know? Hey. This is called A Patch of Blue in a Sky of Gray. I check my vitals, heart still beating. I check my phone, but no one's calling. My senses seem to only bring me feelings of a constant falling. Yes, in my head is the only ringing, distant voices that won't stop singing of stories starting in the beginning and always ending with my head spinning. I wonder things till they're obsessive and not a thing could dare suppress them. My mind wanders about each corner with the attitude of a funeral mourner. No skipping my step, no sly fair warning. Who cares what hides in the shadows of morning? Blank and expressionless, not a trace of sustenance. And why was I never foretold that life could become a soup rather insipid? And where how Boulevard meets Y Road, the paths seem to cross all crooked and twisted. I would love to know what thoughts Papa Hemingway had tumbling about his old writer's brain before he did that one last act so sane and pulled the trigger on everything. It couldn't be much, the act so quick, with life flashing by in a single click. More than that, I often wonder, though, if I'll be aware when it's my time to go. And if so, what will I be thinking with my final blinking in the last seconds when death beckons and life, I suppose, simply goes click. It seems I've died a million times and avoided a million more, but I've yet to see it coming. I think I'll think with that final blink of not but one but a million things, simple things, beautiful things, instead of all the other things that passed the time before. In the end, those thoughts will cease and to cold dark corners run and flee, leaving my mind blissfully free for all the beautiful things to be, so that I might finally see there was something, some reason, and purpose for me. And I'm going to do, if I can find it. Uh-oh, someone's not prepared, huh?
Shame.
I know, I'm horrible.
PowerPoint presentation.
Not using your phone?
Just see the next slide.
Here we are. Nope, actually we're not. I might not have them now, huh?
Memorize.
I wish, man, I wish.
Let's do it.
My thing is I gotta organize, memorize and organize, huh?
Remember to organize.
I might not even have them now.
It's a musical genius.
Yeah. We actually all had to skip and listen.
Oh, I can see some
That doesn't impress anymore.
That's always the problem. I put things in the background. I'm the type of person that always puts things in the front. See? Okay, this is one I've actually read this recently, but he keeps trying to change himself on me, so I keep gonna go back to him. This is called "The Liquor Stores Don't Open Until 7." The hours pass so fast they become blurred lines. They whiz on by like vehicles down the motorway, racing to and fro from here and there. Yet still sleep eludes me. How long has it been? Each day loses its accepted boundaries. They bleed and merge into one another to prove the concept of relativity while redefining what a day can be. Instead of rising sun and shining stars, I determine my day based on how many times I need get wasted just to sober up, just to do it again, rinse, wash, repeat over and over until at last reach that point when sleep gets caught in the trap. My eyelids hang heavy with a strain like the burn felt in the arms during suspension as gravity and necessity do their best to exert their will. Who was it that ever asked for the heartbreaks and the losses, whose fault can be found amongst the pieces of their shattered dreams? Who can be blamed for dropping their too heavy to carry crosses? Who should ever be judged for their badly sewn seams? The hours go flying by but creep to a crawl the moment I pay them any attention. Too many more to go until the liquor store open and I can do and try my best to drink myself into oblivion so that I have no choice but to finally sleep by passing out so that I won't be able to realize that you are not here with me. I turn my back on the clock and pretend not to care. An hour goes by and another and another. I have fooled them. There they go again, whizzing on by. And thank God Almighty, praise Allah, thank Vishnu. It is 7 a.m. and the liquor stores are open. I don't even waste enough time to put on my socks as I slip on my shoes and rush to my salvation. After the long drive of forever back home, I take a drink for me and then another one for you and celebrate the past and forget the current present. This too shall pass. Gravity, necessity impede resistance as my eyelids have no choice but to surrender and give in. Here we go, finally. One last shot before I slip away. Here's to you, darling. I will see you in the constructs of a drunken dream conjured up in the realm of amnesia.
Walking through forests of palm tree apartments, scoff at the monkeys who live in their dark tents, down by the water hole, drunk every Friday, eating their nuts, saving their raisins for Sunday. Lions and tigers wait in the shadows. They're drunk but they're lazy and sleep in green meadows. Well, that's bongo in the jungle. Well, that's alright by me, yeah. I'm a tiger when I want love. I'm a snake if we disagree. Just say a word and the boys will be right there with claws at your back to send the children the night air. Is it so frightening to have me at your shoulder? Thunder and lightning couldn't be bolder. I'll write on your tombstone and thank you for dinner. This game that we animals play is the winner. Well, that's bongo in the jungle. Well, that's alright by me, yeah. I'm a tiger when I want love. I'm a snake if we disagree. Rivers are full full of crocodile nasties. And he who made kittens put snakes in the grass. He's a lover of life, but a player of pawns. Just a king on a sunset, lies waiting for dawn. He'll light up his jungle as play is resumed. Monkeys seem willing to strike up the tune. Well, that's bongo in the jungle. Well, that's alright by me, yeah. I'm a tiger when I want love. I'm a snake if we disagree. Well, that's bongo in the jungle. Well, that's alright by me, yeah. I'm a tiger when I want love. I'm a snake if we disagree.
Yeah. Do you know how to play Me and Bobby McGee? We can sing, yeah.
She's not here.
Oh. Yeah, we can all sing it. There we go. That's a good one.
Strawberry, you're meaning the world to me. Hope I'm not a cramp in your style. I cherish the things you said to me. Philosophy's perpetual smiles. Strawberry, offer my love for free. Wouldn't want to hinder your mind. I cherish the things you said to me, even when you leave me behind. Personified, you're the music in my head. You're meaning what you said to me. I meant just what I said. You're the one I want to wake up to. You're the one I want to hold. You're the one I'd sacrifice myself for. If ever love so bold, and if you ever need of me, you know I'll take you in. I'd nurse you back to health, and then I'll set you free again. 'Cause nectar sweet Aquarian, I'd never tie you down. I'll never ask you for your promise and always be around. And if you ever tire of me, then I'll just go away. Come running back to greet you if there ever came the day. You tell me that you want me there to hold you in your bed and sort out all these crazy feelings rolling in our head. In my head, your poetry personified. You're the music in my head. You're bringing out the best in me and throwing out the rest. You're the one I want to come home to. You're the one I want to please. You're the one that knows the way to set this mind at ease. And I know that you don't need me, and woman, that's okay. I've been alone this many years. I'm thankful for the days and nights I'll spend with you, all cozy in your bed, and all these crazy feelings you left rolling in my head. Hey, yeah, in my head.
Your idea.
You guys can.
Okay.
You guys, no, I'm just saying, I'm personally planning now. You guys still got half an hour.
Oh, you're leaving and you're leaving us alone? What are we gonna do?
Oh, no.
What happens now?
Softly facilitate this.
You don't know what to do when Al's not here?
What are you guys gonna do when you leave?
Well, you can't.
Medicate, intoxicate, let our troubled minds escape. Fantasies, realities, differences of where we see. When it's all said and done, contrast of pain and fun. When I was all out of hope, somebody helped me cope, saved me from my own storm. Your heart was safe and warm. Taurus always there for me. Lighthouse at stormy sea. Ask for nothing in return. Won't accept what you have earned. Life led the way on the day that I met you.